There's a lot of concern in the international community about the tens of thousands of people in southern Kyrgyzstan.
Tens of thousands flee south to escape the fighting.
Hundreds of thousands of them cramming into Dadab.
An entire village flattened in a matter of seconds.
By the time the news agencies inform the world of these events, employees of the United Nations Refugee Agency are well on their way to the crisis location. The UN High Commissioner for Refugees is committed to providing those in need of aid with basic necessities for their survival.
Romeo 3, this is Zulu Romeo base. How do you copy? Over. Zulu Romeo base, this is Zulu Romeo 3. You are loud and clear. Over. We just got the confirmation. The aircraft is landing in 30 minutes. Over. Many thanks. I'm on my way. Out.
Imagine a country with a population of 43 million, no national income and no one to defend its borders, yet its citizens populate 4 continents. Its climate fluctuates between extremes, its days and nights blur into each other. This country is the non-existent homeland of refugees and the forcibly displaced. There are 43 million people living on Earth whose most basic needs are unmet. The survival of these people depends entirely on the goodwill and cooperation of nations. In this country, cities are created and overpopulated in a matter of days. UNHCR must ensure that the residents of these city-sized camps, as well as those still fleeing conflict and natural disaster, receive relief items necessary for their survival. UNHCR runs an enormous relief mechanism, working quickly to ensure that aid supplies reach their target in a timely manner at any moment in any corner of the world. UNHCR's emergency warehouses are ready to mobilize their supply stocks at any moment in 7 strategically located places of the world: Dubai, Copenhagen, Amman, Accra, Douala, Nairobi and Ishaka. We also have smaller warehouses and stocks pre-positioned with suppliers all over the world. As we follow world politics closely, we can react with pre-planned logistical strategies should the worst happen and tens of thousands need to flee their homes. UNHCR's Supply Management Service ensures that its cargo planes are stocked immediately with relief items required for survival, such as tents, mattresses, blankets, water containers, kitchen sets and other relief items. UNHCR's aeroplanes are the first to land when international aid is required. Our warehouses are ready to send out more than 3,000 metric tons of relief items, equivalent of 30 Boeing 747s fully stocked, at any moment, reaching up to 600,000 people in 3 days' time. But the enormous cargo planes can't directly reach the people in need. UNHCR's logistics vehicles transport the relief supplies further on dangerous dirt roads. Oftentimes, the last kilometres are the most difficult. Regardless of circumstances, we always deliver our aid supplies to those who need them. Meanwhile, UNHCR's emergency response teams arrive to respond to the needs and begin receiving and assisting the affected populations. UNHCR's Supply Management Service depends on the most advanced technology for coordination of resources available in 21st century logistics. Global stock management makes it possible for us to optimize and regroup our warehouse stocks as needed. Our vehicle stockpiles have together more than 200 trucks, light vehicles and armoured vehicles ready for deployment to the UNHCR operations. We move massive amounts of goods for people in dire circumstances at a moment's notice. In the past 60 years, we played key roles in the most significant worldwide relief operations and continue to do so. UNHCR can supply refugees, displaced persons, returnees and other affected populations for several years with basic relief items required for survival. For our 2010 operations in Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, Benin, Yemen, Somalia and Liberia, we delivered thousands of family tents and more than 500,000 other relief items. During more peaceful times, UNHCR also supports the repatriation and local reintegration of refugees and other persons of concern to the agency. With our help, displaced persons may return and reconstruct their homes with shelter material. In the course of our repatriation efforts in Afghanistan, UNHCR helped supply material for over 206,000 new homes between 2002 and 2010. And the day never ends. UNHCR continuously directs thousands of trucks and air deliveries to their destinations, helping to provide for some of the 43 million people in 200 areas of the world, preserving their hope that human dignity and a humane future still exist.
Zulu Romeo Base, this is Zulu Romeo 3. Just to inform you that the cargo has been unloaded and is now ready to be distributed. I'm heading back to base.